Greetings, I'm Billy, your guide in the game of Dungeons and Heroes, and today I would like to talk about parameters in the rings of the heroes. If you just click on a hero, choose a hero, then choose equipment, and then click on the ring, you will see 6 parameters, green parameters, and these parameters are given from the beginning of the game randomly and together with numbers, percentage numbers, or just single numbers. They are given randomly, so they may be not suitable for your hero and most likely not suitable for your hero, and you want to change them. So you can convert and then pay like 1500 green essence, and then in this case you will get new 6 parameters, and they will again random. And if you don't like them, you can continue converting, continue changing, and then you change until you like parameters are more or less suitable. You would say that 6 parameters are difficult to adjust, but however you don't need to adjust all, you need to adjust only main parameters, and you also don't need to adjust at the beginning of the game. You don't need to adjust the percentage of these parameters. They don't need to be maximal. You just need to adjust them to be suitable in order to play the early game. You would think, okay, I will log 1 or 2 parameters, and you can do the following. So you can take one parameter, maximize it, just only one parameter, and then you can lock it. You pay 1000 diamonds. However, in that case, as soon as you pay 1000 diamonds and lock one parameter, the price for the next change would increase from 1500 to 4500. And this is a big change, like factor 3. Then you need much more essence. So usually to adjust initial parameters you need maybe 50,000 or 100,000, maximum 100,000 essence. However, if you want to lock one parameter, in this case you need 3 times more essence, so you will need like 300-400, maybe 500,000 essence for that. If you want to lock the second parameter, in this case you need to take the second parameter and adjust, and for that you need maybe 200,000-300,000 essence. Then after that you need to lock it. You log the second parameter, pay 1200 diamonds, and after that the price for the change will increase to about 20,000 essence for each time. And in this case you understand, so the price increase like almost how much, 20, no, maybe 15, almost 15 times. And then you will need not like 100,000 essence, but you need like 2 million essence to adjust all parameters. And it doesn't worth it. At the beginning of the game you don't have so much essence, so you cannot do it. So in this case you will need to stick with initial random adjustment. The question is which parameters should be chosen for each hero. And first of all we need to think about the defense, and the defense in this game is comes from the magical damage reduction in percentage and physical damage reduction in percentage again. Therefore we need to choose magic damage reduction and physical damage reduction as the first parameters for all, first 2 parameters for all heroes. And if you change the parameters and don't meet these 2, so you don't need to accept that, no matter what kind of great parameters you got. So if there is no among them 2 damage reductions, you don't accept them. Okay, so what about other parameters? And in this case, we need to think about the heroes types. Heroes can be damaggers, and damaggers requires attack. So you need to develop skill critical chance to increase the chance of the skill critical attack. So not the normal attack, it can be normal attack, but you need exactly skill critical attack. And also you need increase the damage of this critical attack. So therefore you choose skill critical chance and skill critical damage. The last one depends on whether the hero has magical or physical attack. In case of physical attack, it would be physical damage ignorance. In case of magical attack, it would be magical defense ignorance. Therefore, for the damages, we need 3 skills: skill critical chance, skill critical damage, and magic defense ignored. For tanks, we need to choose 3 parameters too. So one is resistance, and the others are the chance of the physical block and the chance of the magical block. Because they will be attacked a lot of times, so they need to have a chance of block, and they shouldn't be controlled by stun or other features. Parameters of support heroes strongly depend on their skills. Let's now talk about each hero which I have actually, and most players have in the early game. So we start with Anubrake. By now he's still the best damager for the beginners, and his ring looks like that. So first of all, it should have of course magical damage reduction and physical damage reduction. I have it. Then he's a damager, so skill critical chance, skill critical damage, and he has magic attack, so magic defense ignored. So the last 6 parameter can be chosen occasionally, or if you're lucky, you will get intellect, or you would get resistance, because it's important that if Anubrake plays in the first line, so nobody stun him or use any other skills against control skills against him. So magic defense in my case. Physical defense would be also a good choice, but any choice would be good because I have at least 5 parameters, and the percentage is not important. So the most important that I have all these 5 parameters which I need. Okay, let's go further to Athena. So Athena requires exactly the same parameters as Anubrake, because no any other features, and she also intellect hero. So she needs physical damage reduction, magical damage reduction. I have it. Then skill critical chance, skill critical damage, and my Athena doesn't have magic damage ignorance, but I should have it. I should get it for the time being. I will change the ring again and again until I get it. So I think with this ring I'm happy about 80%. I don't have this magic damage ignorance, but I have attack, and I have critical hit chance, so I think I hit a little bit more than usual. Okay, nevertheless, go further. So then a support hero, Zhuge Liang. He's a support hero, and he also a damager in some cases. So basically he needs magic damage reduction and physical damage reduction as others, and then it's very important for him to have skill critical chance and skill critical damage. He doesn't damage much, but his ring requires that, because his Taiji shield is provided by the percentage of the skill critical, 40% skill critical chance and 20% skill critical damage. Therefore he needs these 2 parameters to have a good shield, Taiji shield. Then other parameters, usually if if Zhuge Liang is important on the dragon, then people developed intellect, maybe skill or magic defense ignorance too, and resistance. I have resistance, which is good because good for any hero. Then I don't have magic defense ignorance, but I have physical block. I don't know how much it could help to Zhuge Liang, but I have it occasionally. So because I have other good parameters like skill critical chance, physical damage reduction, skill critical damage, magic defense damage reduction, and resistance, I can be happy about this for now. Okay, let's go further. The new hero Eric. Eric is a tank. Okay, let's talk about some other hero before we talk about tanks. Let's talk about Diao Chen. First, she's a support hero, but she's a strange support hero. She heals the hero with the lowest life points with every attack. So she attacks and then heal at the same time. Her attack is not strong, but her heal is 90% of the damage she deals. So therefore, it's a good idea. And actually, she heals a lot of all the heroes in the beginning in the early game. She is much better than any other hero at that moment, therefore we need to increase her healing skills and attacking skills at the same time. First of all, in the ring, we can get, again, physical damage reduction, magical damage reduction, but then skill critical chance would be a good idea. It could be good to develop skill critical damage as well. I think it would be good to develop the skill critical damage for normal attack. She doesn't need physical damage ignorance. She's a physical attack hero, but she doesn't really need physical damage ignorance. It doesn't help. Here, what could help is probably maybe some defense, physical defense, magic defense. In any case, it could. Anyway, so to protect her because she is weak and also to develop her attack would be a good idea. All the parameters can be tested if you want, because there is no any guide about it. Nobody knows exactly what parameters are good for her. Maybe it's depends on the situation or application of Diao Chen. So in conclusion, so I suggest to have physical damage reduction, magical damage reduction, then skill critical chance and skill critical damage. Then you can develop normal attack, so skill critical chance and also the damage of the normal attack. Or if you don't want, so develop like I do, physical defense, magical defense. That's it. I don't need here physical defense ignores. I have it, but maybe it's not necessary. Okay, so let's go further. Poseidon. Poseidon is a Damagian supporter, so he can be Damagi. In this case, he needs five parameters for the Damagi. And here he have physical damage reduction, magical damage reduction, skill critical chance, magic defense ignorance, but there is no skill critical damage. So he needs that. And the last parameter again, something for defense because he's weak, or something maybe magical or physical defense would be good, or intellect or resistance. Then let's go further. Shaman. Shaman is a good idea to consider right now because Shaman is a healer. But on the other hand, Shaman is also Damagi in this sense because he heals, and actually it's the same like he damage with healing. So he attacks, and his attack is actually healing. Therefore, he needs the same skills as the magus. So magic damage reduction, physical damage reduction, I don't have it, so I need to adjust. Then skill critical chance, skill critical damage, I have it. Magical defense ignores, so this is what he needs. And the last, maybe don't think that it should be attack, but probably some defense or block. In many cases, Shaman plays in the first row because the second row is occupied by maybe Diao Chen and Zhuge Liang. So when Shaman plays, he also needs to place in the first row. He needs to be defended. Therefore, maybe some block, physical block, or physical block would be okay, because most monsters in the first line has physical attack. Maybe magic block is also good in this case. Resistance is also fine. Okay, let's go further, and now we talk about Eric. Eric is a typical tank, and he's a good tank, and therefore he needs his blocks. So he needs magical defense, damage reduction, physical damage reduction, then 2 blocks: physical chance of the physical block chance, magical block chance. I don't have magical block chance, and I've been trying to get it, but I cannot get it. I spent maybe 500,000 of essence on that, but I still didn't get it. Maybe I need to wait and lock his skills, or lock his parameters when I have enough essence. Okay, so apart from the block, what he needs, so he has a special property in the ring. You read for every 250 max hit points, Eric increase strength by 1, up to 2000 strength. Therefore, we need to increase his hit points. So we need to increase his max hit points and in the ring. It would be a good idea, because in this case he increased strength, or we can just set strength directly. Then he would have good strength, and strength he need to use his resistance reflection skills, and maybe the last parameter is resistance again. So he needs to have magical damage reduction, physical damage reduction, physical block chance, magical block chance, resistance, and maximal hit points. That's it. So the last one, but not the least, is Joan of Ark. She's one of the best hero, and I would like to talk about her now. She's a tank. On the other hand, she has very interesting skill, inspiration, and inspiration requires skill critical chance to. So if Joan use critical attack, skill critical attack, in this case, her inspiration skill continue working, like get one extra second, and therefore to do that, so she needs skill critical chance in the ring. When she achieve the third ring, she will need also critical chance for normal attack. Therefore, she would need both of them, both of the critical chances. She doesn't need. She doesn't produce damage, so she doesn't need ignorance or any other skills like skill critical damage. She doesn't need that. She just needs these 2 skills. Plus, she needs maybe block. She would need resistance because she would be attacked a lot, and maybe one chance, one block one physical magical block chance. And before the third wing, I would develop here like this. So skill critical chance and physical damage reduction, magical damage reduction, then physical block chance and magical block chance and resistance. So it would be perfect ring for her. But after she got the third wing, she would need to change one block into the skill, critical skill for the normal attack. Okay, so probably I mentioned everybody except Gilgamesh now is a very good support hero, and actually she also needs skill critical chance and critical hit chance, like for the both chances for normal attack, because in this case she spread their stacks very fast. Besides, she needs physical damage reduction, magic damage reduction, again, resistance. This all I have in the ring, and the last probably extra heal gain. It's okay because she also healed herself. It can be some block chance, so physical or magical block chance. But I'm happy with her ring right now because I have her extra heal gain, and she has a skill to heal herself and the entire team. Therefore, it's a great ring for the beginning of the game. So what else? The wolf. Let me talk about the wolf, because the wolf is a special hero. He needs normal attacks. So the wolf is a damager, and of course he needs all 5 parameters for the damage. So magical damage reduction, physical damage reduction, skill critical chance, skill critical damage, and also physical damage ignored, because he is a physical damage hero. And he also needs a normal attacks. He needs critical hit damage. Not damage, critical hit chance. He needs that because he has strong normal attacks, and therefore he needs that skill. He doesn't need any block. If you have a chance, you can develop his attack. So if you can choose or select some skill, so add here attack, because attack would be great for him. I actually need to improve his ring. Maybe later I will be able to do it, not now. Now I want to demonstrate an example how to adjust parameters, and I will do it on an example of Zhuge Liang. And I was very lucky, so I spent very few essence and managed to get the right parameters very fast. So for Zhuge Liang, I get now great parameters. So skill critical chance, skill critical damage, then physical damage reduction, magical damage reduction, then resistance, which he needs, and the last one, physical block chance. Still okay, not the best, but I'm happy about 5 parameters. I hope this video was useful for you, and I hope you like it. See you next time. Bye bye.